Imagination is more important than knowledge, for knowledge is limited, whereas imagination embraces the entire world, stimulating progress, giving birth to evolution. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. The only way to escape the corruptible effect of praise is to go on working. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere. Try not to become a person of success, but rather try to become a person of value. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. The measure of intelligence is the ability to change. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge but imagination. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. The world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. The only source of knowledge is experience. Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. You never fail until you stop trying. The true value of a human being is determined by the measure and the sense in which they have obtained liberation from the self. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. The best way to predict the future is to invent it. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. The most beautiful thing we can experience is the mysterious. It is the source of all true art and science. Once we accept our limits, we go beyond them. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. I have no special talents. I am only passionately curious. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. The value of a man should be seen in what he gives and not in what he is able to receive. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. I speak to everyone in the same way, whether they are the garbage collector or the president of the university. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. There are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. Creativity is contagious. Pass it on. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or objects. The difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits. No problem can be solved from the same level of consciousness that created it. Life is like playing a violin solo in public and learning the instrument as one goes on. The measure of a person's intelligence is their ability to adapt. Once we accept our limits, we go beyond them. The pursuit of truth and beauty is a sphere of activity in which we are permitted to remain children all our lives. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. Intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death. The world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. Gravitation is not responsible for people falling in love. It is the supreme art of the teacher to awaken joy in creative expression and knowledge. I never think of the future, it comes soon enough. No amount of experimentation can ever prove me right. A single experiment can prove me wrong. Few are those who see with their own eyes and feel with their own hearts.